notion of a fascist. Because look, if we're just gonna use fascist toward anyone we dislike, all right, then the word doesn't actually mean anything.
Okay, what do you want me to say, Anna? You want me to say wannabe dictator?
Sure, you can say wannabe dictator, but I don't even think he wants to be a dictator.
Of course he does. That's what you do when you lose an election and you go, oh, I got fake electors.
This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com, TatumStore.com. Ladies and gentlemen, got some brand new MAGA garbage shirts. Since they're gonna call us garbage, we're gonna be that garbage. Just like we were deplorables last time, thank you for winning the election for Donald Trump, calling us garbage. These people are crazy. Get you some shirts and get you some of that those yard signs if you want them. The link will be in the description section. Also, I wanna tell you guys real quick about Send the Vote. This is incredibly important. Every single person watching this should participate in this because we all know what happens at the last minute and 11th hour during an election. So, if you go to Send the Vote, what you would be doing is making sure that your vote counts, checking your registration status, getting your ballot early, or if you want to vote by mail, which I'm not really a vote by mail guy, and make sure that you are registered. Make sure that you know where you're voting at. All of those things are incredibly important. So I put the link in the description section. Every single person that's following me need to take a look at this, at least give it a try to make sure that you're on top of this thing, because this could be the last one. All right. Like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the beginning of my favorite moments that's going to occur as Donald Trump keep whooping these people like a child acting up in school back in the 80s, right? Now they don't even whoop their kids no more. But anyway, what's her name from Young Turks? Anna Kasparian. I never can say her name right. I'm probably saying it wrong right there. Anna Kasparian, literally, I think she waking up, man. Out of all the people that work for the Young Turks, I thought Anna would be the last one to wake up and realize what's going on. And Shank, whatever his name is, Chank, idiot, whatever, dummy. I mean, I don't know what to call him at this point, but watch him get triggered as the light bulb comes off for them just berating Donald Trump and his followers for no doggone reason. Roll the clip.
The Arab American community needs to be reminded and cannot forget. He wants to ban Muslims, he wants to deport Muslims, and he wants to start internment camps. And that's what we are busy talking to every voter. He's telling you what he's going to do. Believe him.
Internment camps?
Yes, he has talked internment camps. You know what, Jake? You may have to visit me in one. I get worried enough when he talks about what he's going to do to his political enemies.
Hold on a second before Anna say anything. Internment camps? When did he ever say anything of the sort? These people should get sued for going on CNN. They're on CNN. Now, the young lady here shocked me because she actually made sense. And Cenk, or whatever his name is, literally want to cry on the television. Roll the clip.
Okay, on yesterday's episode of The Lead, Democratic Representative, of course, Debbie Dingell, told Jake Tapper that Trump was going to send her to an internment camp. But unfortunately, she's far from the only pundit and lawmaker who's panicked about the possibility of being thrown in prison or an internment camp should Donald Trump get elected for a second term. In fact, let's watch a clip from yesterday's episode of The View in which Mika Brzezinski also broke down on air. Let's watch.
This is the descent into fascism, if we so choose. Normalizing January 6th, it's a day of love. It's a day of love. I'll say it again and again and again. Normalizing.
The day of love? Last time I checked, y'all did that in Washington with the summer of love. Now you're projecting it. Okay, go ahead.
Enemy from within. I'll say it again and again. I'll say it again and again until you get tired of it, until it's not so funny anymore, or you think he doesn't mean it until you realize he does mean it and it's too late. Saying these strict abortion bans are a beautiful thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you kidding me? We got to wake up. And here's the good news, because I come with such dire warnings and I mean them from the bottom of my heart. As a daughter of refugees who came here escaping war, came here for America to be a part of a democracy, to be a part of building something beautiful where they could be free. I'm telling you, the good news is that I believe Women will be the beacon in this election.
All right, hold on a second. And I'm going to let her say what she got to say. These people are so crazy and deranged. Donald Trump never had any problem with him. His wife is an immigrant. Everybody knows he's talking about illegals. Why are these people getting on here gaslighting? Anyway, let her cook. Let her cook. Get her some sauce in there.
Am I losing my mind in feeling that this hyperbolic rhetoric is not helpful?
So when Debbie Dingell says he's going to start internment camps, he never said that. That is not helpful. On that, you're 100% right. Because once she says something that he didn't say, then not only the right wing, but independents will discount every other thing you've said. Not just every other thing you've said, but every other thing that anyone on the left has said. He never said internment camps. Don't say that.
And the notion of a fascist. Because look, if we're just gonna use fascist toward anyone we dislike, all right, then the word doesn't actually mean anything.
Okay, what do you want me to say, Anna? You want me to say wannabe dictator?
Sure, you can say wannabe dictator, but I don't even think he wants to be a dictator.
Of course he does. That's what you do when you lose an election and you go, oh, I got fake electors and I'd like to terminate the Constitution and bring out the tanks and use martial law against American citizens and shoot protesters. I mean, if that's not fascist, then I guess the word just shouldn't exist.
But was he able to do those things?
First of all, his entire cabinet had to threaten, not cabinet, administration, his White House team had to say, we're all going to mass resign if you roll out tanks against American citizens.
Okay, so if you think he's a fascist, wouldn't that justify taking physical action against him?
No, because that doesn't help. That devolves us further into fascism.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's a difference between somebody shooting someone, that's fascism, and saying, I disagree with them. Don't elect a fascist prick who says only white people are awesome and everybody else is garbage and should be banned. No, look, I'm not going to take a chance.
Hold on, Shank, Jank, Wank, whatever his name is. Where did Trump, for the love of God, ever say that only white people are good? And that everybody's garbage? Trump never even made the garbage comment. This a comedian made a joke, and y'all said Trump said it. They're so crazy. Oh my God! People out here, I can put my life on it. There's people out here that believe Trump said that. They have no concept that it was a comedian that said it. That Tony Hinchcliffe said that. It didn't exist. Donald Trump said that Puerto Ricans are trash. That's what these people are pushing. Only white people are good. They're saying because Donald Trump said he's gonna go out and tan on his white skin. He was actually making fun of himself saying he's pale, he needed a tan. And then y'all make fun of him because you said he sprayed an orange spray tan on his body. Lord, roll the clip.
The monster like that?
I know, you're focusing on whether or not you're gonna vote for him. I don't give a damn about that, and that's not what I'm asking you about, Cenk. I don't think that this rhetoric, especially from elected members of Congress, is helpful at a time.
I don't agree.
Okay, all right.
Okay, well, Anna, why do I not agree? Because, so Trump's helpful is rhetoric?
No, his rhetoric is awful.
Okay, if you don't want to be called fascist, stop saying fascist things. It's not that hard.
Okay.
Not that hard. Oh, here, let me have dinner with Nick Fuentes, who's a Nazi, Kanye, who's a Nazi, and let me say there's good people on the Nazi side. Oh, it could be pro-Confederate guys. Might be guys who are pro-slavery who are good guys. Let me do all of these things. Let me say that immigrants are poisoning the blood of our nation, a Nazi term that is only used.
Illegals. Why y'all keep playing? You know he never said immigrants. Like I said 100 times, his wife is an immigrant. He don't care about immigrants. He said illegals. We're talking about closing the border because what? Illegal people are coming in our country. We have the most generous immigration policy in the world. We let in over 1 million people a year. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump allowed millions of immigrants legally into this country. And he didn't actually deport all the illegals in the country when he was president. Y'all keep mixing illegals and legals together. He hates immigrants. No, the ones who ain't supposed to be here.
In the past by Nazis, and then say, I'm going to ban Muslims, I'm going to do this and this and this to all the other ethnic groups, and then go, oh, I can't believe you called me a fascist. No, he is a fascist.
All right, I wish I could see more of that whooping. Shank, I'm gonna call him Shank. I think his name is Jank, but he Shank. He's like a shank. That's what I think about when I hear this fool. This fool say, it's funny because before they say it, we already know what they're gonna say. We already know their talking points. It's complete stupidity. Donald Trump said he want to use tanks on the people. Donald Trump ain't never said that. You can't even do that if he wanted to do it. Donald Trump, he's gonna be a dictator on day one. Go look at the clip. He joked with Hannity and said, I'm gonna be a dictator only on day one. I'm gonna secure the border and I'm gonna drill, baby, drill. And then after that, I'm not a dictator no more. He was joking. But if you take him seriously, he said, I'm only gonna be a dictator on day one. So he only gonna be a dictator for 24 hours and he's gonna relinquish his dictatorship. So how then is he a threat to America if he only got 24 hours to be a dictator? And then he admitted he will relinquish his dictatorship. He only want to be a dictator for 24 hours. So when they say he want to be a dictator, you can't forget to say for 24 hours. Good people on both sides. We already know what he's talking about. He said it in the mother freaking interview. I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis. They should be condemned totally. I'm talking about the good people on both sides. There was people that wanted to preserve statues, and then there was the white nationalists. And there was people on the other side that wanted to take the statues down because they believed that they were wrong. And then there was the Antifa. The two people, Antifa and the Nazis, white nationalists, collided. The rest of the people had nothing to do with it. I wish that y'all could go back and look at this clip. The day it happened, the police chief, and nobody's talking about, the police chief was black. He came out and said there was good people on both sides. I put my life on it. I saw it with my own eyes, and nobody's talking about it. The police chief said there's good people on both sides. Trump said he's Hitler. Anyway, I want to play another clip. I didn't mention this about Mayor Adams. Listen to what Mayor Adams say, and I think the reason why he talking like this because he want to get a pardon from Trump because they finna indict him. They finna indict, baby, indict. They don't like how you standing up, Democrat or Republican, they're gonna indict you and put you in jail. He may be a crook, I don't know, but he wants Trump to let him out. I can feel it in the air. Roll the clip.
And they're talking about these real problems we're having. And with all that's going on to everyday New Yorkers, we're asking questions that is someone a fascist or is someone a Hitler. That's insulting to me. That is insulting. And I'm not going to engage in that. Everyone needs to turn down the rhetoric. Because after Election Day, we still have to be the United States and not the divided states. And so if people can't understand there are real issues facing New Yorkers, and I just find it just humiliating that what everyday mom and pops are doing and going through across this country, that here we are having this conversation about this silly item. So I refuse to participate in that. I'm going to fight for New Yorkers like I've done for years, and whomever can understand that, they're not in the streets. When I'm at these town halls, talking to people there, they're not asking me these silly questions. We are in this bubble, you know, and I know you guys really believe these stories you're writing. It gives you a lot of clicks. It's exciting and give you headlines. But this is not what New Yorkers and Americans are dealing with, folks. They are scared of their future. Someone needs to stand up and say enough of this. Tone down the rhetoric, let people hear the facts, let them vote, and let's decide what the next 4 years are going to be for our city. And that's my position. I cannot make it any clearer.
I agree with him. Believe it or not, I think he said something that made sense. Because I do think the average American person, the average New Yorker, isn't thinking about that stupid stuff. Is Trump a fascist? It's like, I think they just forget, like, people do remember when Trump was the president. Whether you like him or not, you had a strong opinion. You guys acting like this is a presidency that, like, went under the rug. Like, this is the most controversial presidency. Did I say pregnancy? I almost said pregnancy. You know, maybe it is giving birth to a new America. I don't know. Anyway, presidency that we've ever seen. People still remember. Because if you loved him, you had a great time. If you hated him, you were miserable the whole time. We remember that the guy was president. So now he's asking to be president again. People are deriving from their experience with him before. You guys are acting as if he's a new guy. And he's just his newfound racism and fascism. I mean, they're only trying to do that because they want to connect the dude to Hitler. I mean, the fascists are really them. They're the fascists. Fascists are communists. They're fascists. The racists are them. They're the ones who are racist. They hate white people. And they project their racism on all other races. Oh, black people can't get IDs to vote. They think we stupid. Black people can't use computers. What are you talking about, bro? They on their cell phone scamming. What you mean they can't use a computer? I'm joking, by the way, for y'all get offended. No, you talking about black people. Yeah. It's like, I can joke every now and again. But anyway, my pizza just showed up. Comment in the comment section. Make sure you go to send the vote. Link is in the description section. Get you some of that merch. They're making my shirt right now, so I'll have my new mega garbage shirt, so you can get you one as well. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.